Hello, my name is Mariana Torres. Welcome back to another video blog. The topic of today is fanatism or obsession. As you may know, I'm from Monterrey, so I have come across many people whose fanatism, in my opinion, becomes an obsession. And I say this because these people allow anger, frustration, and sadness to take over because their team failed. And I I was raised in a sports fanatic household. My father loves football, both soccer and American. Also, he likes boxing and even baseball. But being a woman for me, it was not a problem that he tried to instill sports in me, since it is still considered that this is a masculine issue. But for my brothers, it did manage to be something common. From stories my brother has told me, who is 11 years older than me, I have found out that he played American football in high school just like my father did in his teenage years. And at first he liked it since he did it as a hobby, and a hobby that was imposed on him as he grew up, of course. He told me that as the months went by, he began to lose interest in this sport, since every time his team didn't win in games or he couldn't score any yards himself, my dad reprimanded him. And I'm not surprised with this. I'm not surprised that a 15 or I don't know 16-year-old teenager ceases to be interested after such reprimands. And if I had been in his place, I would have done the same. Um, Perhaps for my father, this was a way of living with his son, to share the same interests. And since he, too many other parents share this ideology, and in my opinion, this should change. I'm not saying that they stop being interested in sports. Far from it, that they don't feel passionate about such things, if not that they don't allow this to control them. And you will probably believe that I am being an extremist and that there is nothing wrong with being a sports fanatic. And yeah, it is nothing wrong with this, but as I mentioned at the beginning, I live in Monterrey. So this is a city divided into soccer teams, where the favorite question when you meet someone is if they're Tigre or Rayado. And this city is Monterrey is a city very fond of soccer, but to what extent is fanatism healthy? If you are from here or in general from another city in Mexico, you have probably heard of the mishap that occurred a couple of years ago here in the city, in which some Rayados fans participated in a fight in which they seriously injured to a fan of the Tigres. This event occurred on Aslan, that's an avenue here, and after a classic Regio on September 23rd, 2018, reaching this point for me is a wake up call about the obsession with the sports. It is not knowing how to respect the other people for the simple fact of thinking differently from us. Fortunately, this managed to be learned and processed. The people were processed, although I'm not sure if they were in jail for a fair period. And in situations of this kind, I think we should look for the background of all this, ask ourselves if these people were generally violent, or ask ourselves how it got to this point where you hurt someone because just because some people don't do you in life lost a party, you are probably disappointed. Personally, it is something I have experienced, but it is something that goes farther. I think that it's a healthy fanatism, not letting it interfere in your daily life or in your attitude towards others. And well, a solution would be, instead of getting upset or getting to feel hatred towards the fans of the opposing team, we should feel happy about their achievements because, well, they're representing our city. And I hope that we will become a city that lives in harmony, and not only between us, but in general, between all the Mexicans. Thank you.